think we're gonna need to check back. What is kind of messed up. Gotta go get it.
I already have it, so I brought just in case, but I don't think we'll need it.
Shabbat Shalom, Harpo Polo, pray to Maria. Shabbat Shalom, Miss Rob One Love. Praise the mighty Yahweh. Shabbat Shalom, Elijah ben Israel. Okay, would love to chat with you this week. This week coming up. All right. Yes. Okay then. Uh, I got just text me here, bro. Yeah, just text me. I don't know how to check me. Yeah, text me. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I know how to do that though. Yeah.
Children of Yashurun, chosen of Yahuwah, Ahurun, wore the breastplate. Moses' brother had to wear a veil, cause he was close to Abba. Hebrew meaning father. King of kings, Yahweh, praise his holy name. David is chosen prince. Levites burned the frankincense. We had the Ark of Yah in Yerushalayim, aka Mount Zion, Mount Sinai, where we got the law. Handed to Moshe, most humble. He didn't make it in the promised land. I pray we make it in the promised land. Glorious land northeast, by the Mediterranean Sea. Jordan River running parallel. In the middle, grow the Yah. Our people making tefillah. Muslim say salah, meaning prayer in two different tongues. This is the east we from, full of palm trees, camelback, deserts, and a habitat. Before we wore the fitted cap throwback, know that we really much more than stay all the descendants of the slave ships, Yahweh's heritage. The mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah soon come. The mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah. Whoa. Isaiah 43, it's not a mystery, it's only one. Yahuwah stretched out the heavens, Exodus trade where he gave his name. He delivered us from Egypt, I only praise the mighty I am. Rest the Sabbath day, seventh day, SAT. Read the law when you get a chance, ASAP. Exodus 2:0, just a portion of the ancient scrolls. Y'all behold with the most I sin. Put your idols down, worship in the dust of the ground. Whether human or graven image, I wear the fringes from the book of Numbers, chapter 15, 37 to verse 39. Prostrate with my bloodline, putting in work for the Most High, praying we eternally shot 12 tribes of Yahshua. The mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty, the mighty Yah, soon.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all glory, worship, to praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now today's topic, I'm going to talk about strokes, heart attack, and diseases. Everything come from Yah. He going to give it to the ones that disobey him. Let me see what I want. Yeah, we were talking about. Well, I'll worry about that later. Yeah, but let me go and get started. We'll go to Job first. I'm gonna read something of Job right quick. Go to Job 42. Job 42 and 1.
Job chapter 42, verse 1. Then Job answered Yahweh and said, I know that thou canst do everything.
Hold it right there. He said, I know. He didn't say, I believe, I don't think, I guess. He said, I know that Yahweh can do everything. Read.
And that no thought can be withholden from thee.
Yahweh know who everybody is thinking. At all times, Yahweh know all your thoughts and know what you're thinking right now as we speak. Yahweh, read that again.
I know that thou canst do everything.
Yahweh can do everything. Ain't nothing too hard for Yah. He do it all.
And that no thought can be withholden from thee.
And he know everybody on this planet thoughts. That's right. Now, go to 1 Kings. Now tell me somebody on this earth that know what everybody thinking and can do everything other than Yah. Okay, 1 King, let me see what I want to get. Shabbat Shalom, Mark Anthony. Shabbat Shalom, Shesmael, Yanea. Okay. 1 King. Go to 1 King 13. Let me see here. I want to start. Start the 11th verse.
1 Kings chapter 13, verse 11. Now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel, and his sons came and told him all the works that the man of Elohim had done that day in Bethel. the words which he had spoken unto the king, them they told also to their father. And their father said unto them, What way went he?
Where did he go?
For his sons had seen that way the man of Elohim went, which came from Judah. And he said unto his sons, Saddle me the ass. So they saddled him the ass, and he rode thereon, and went after the man of Elohim, and found him sitting under an oak. And he said unto him, Art thou the man of Elohim that camest from Judah? And he said, I am. Then he said unto him, Come home with me and eat bread.
Come back to my house and eat bread. Watch this.
And he said, I may not return with thee,
I ain't gonna go with you.
nor go in with thee,
I ain't gonna do nothing with you.
neither will I eat bread nor drink water with thee in this place.
Now that's what the man said. Now watch this.
For it was said to me by the word of Yahweh,
Yahweh told him this.
Thou shalt eat no bread nor drink water there.
If Yahweh tell you to do something, you're supposed to do it. He told him, don't drink none water, eat bread.
Nor turn again to go by the way that thou camest.
Don't go back where you come from. Keep going.
He said unto him, I am a prophet also as thou art.
I'm just like you. I'm a prophet just like you. Now watch this.
And an angel spake unto me by the word of Yahweh, saying, Bring him back with thee into thine house.
Man, the angel came and told me to tell you to come on back with me.
That he may eat bread and drink water.
That you may eat bread and drink water with me.
But he lied unto him.
But he lied unto this man. Now watch this.
So he went back with him.
He went back with him anyway. He didn't know he told a lie.
And did eat bread in his house.
And he ate bread in his house because he listened to the lie. We believe a lie before we will the truth.
And drank water.
And drink water.
And it came to pass, as they sat at the table, that the word of Yahweh came unto the prophet that brought him back. And he cried unto the man of Elohim that came from Judah, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, for as much as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of Yahweh.
You disobeyed the mouth of Yahweh. When you disobey the word of Yahweh, you in trouble. You're going to be punished. He give out heart attacks and strokes, and I'm going to show you all through the book that he do it. Read.
And has not kept the commandment which Yahweh thy Elohim commanded thee.
When Yahweh tell you to keep his commandments to 1,000 generations, he talking about right now today. So whoever ain't keeping his commandments, you might have a stroke or a heart attack anytime. You walking on thin ice. Read.
But came as back and has eaten bread and drunk water in the place.
Now you did exactly what I told you not to do. I told you don't drink in water, don't go back, but you did everything that I told you not to do. Read.
Of the which Yahweh did say to thee, Eat no bread.
He told you don't eat no bread.
And drink no water.
And drink no water. Now watch the outcome now. Watch this disobedient. Watch this. Read.
Thy carcass shall not come unto the sepulchre of thy fathers. And it came to pass, after he had eaten bread, and after he had drunk, that he saddled for him the ass, to wit, for the prophet whom he had brought back. And when he was gone,
when he had left the man's house,
a lion met him by the way.
A lion was waiting on him. One of them 4 main lions was waiting on him.
And slew him.
And killed him. Why did the lion kill him? Because Yahweh put that lion out there to kill him because he was disobedient and hard-headed. And the Almighty told him to do one thing, and you did something else. So that's part of the disobedient. Read.
And his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it. The lion also stood by the carcass. And behold, man passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion standing by the carcass. And they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. And when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, It is the man of Elohim who was disobedient unto the word of Yahweh.
Who was disobedient to the word of Yahweh. So what you think he's going to do to y'all? Or us? Or one just hard-headed, disobedient? Read.
Therefore Yahweh have delivered him unto the lion.
Yahweh let this lion eat him up. Just like he give out heart attacks and strokes for disobedience, he have a lion to eat you up.
which have torn him and slain him, according to the word of Yahweh.
That's all I needed. That's right. Now let's go to Exodus. And start at 15. Exodus 15:1.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto Yahweh, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahweh, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Yahweh is my strength and song, and he is become my salvation. He is my Elohim, and I will prepare him a habitation, my father's Elohim, and I will exalt him. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts have he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, have dashed in pieces the enemy.
Bust their head. Knock your head off.
And the greatness of thy excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee.
Everybody that rises up against Israel gonna get the head knocked off.
Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble, and with the blast of thy nostrils the waters were gathered together. The flood stood upright as an heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them. Thou didst blow with thy wind, the sea covered them. They sink as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like unto thee, O Yahweh, among the gods?
Nobody.
Who is like thee?
Nobody.
Glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders.
Nobody. Ain't nobody like Yah.
Thou stretchest out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. Thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy holy habitation. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestina. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed, the mighty men of Moab, trembling shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thy arm they shall be as still as a stone, till thy people pass over, O Yahweh, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased. Thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thy inheritance, in the place, O Yahweh, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary, O Yahweh, which thy hands have established. Yahweh shall reign forever and ever. For the horse of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and Yahweh brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. And Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went after her with timbrels and with dances. And Miriam answered them, Sing ye to Yahweh, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, What shall we drink? And he cried unto Yahweh, and Yahweh showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them, and said, If thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of Yahweh the Elohim,
if you diligently, seriously listen to Yahweh,
and will do that which is right in his sight,
and do what's right in Yahweh's eyesight.
and will give ear to his commandments,
That means do his commandments
and keep all his
and
statutes.
keep Yahweh's statutes. Watch this.
I will put none of these diseases upon thee,
I ain't gonna put these diseases up on you if you obey Yahweh, but if you obey JC, Muhammad, and all the Quran and the New Testament, I'm gonna put everything up on you. I'm gonna give you a heart attack and a stroke too. Now read that again. That 26.
and said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of Yahweh the Elohim,
All you got to do is listen to Yah
and will do that which is right in his sight,
and do what's right. See, going to church ain't right in Yahweh's eyes. Wearing a cross ain't right. Everything that y'all do in America is not right in the eyes of Yah. That's when you got heart attacks and strokes in the hospital and ain't got for 6 months to live. That's right. Read.
and will give ear to his commandments,
And you don't keep his commandments, you threaten a heart attack or a stroke any day now.
and keep all his statutes.
And do you keep all the statutes? Because if you don't, you're going to have a stroke or a heart attack one day.
I will put none of these diseases upon thee,
I ain't going to give you no stroke and heart attack if you do this.
which I have brought upon the Egyptians.
Then what I did to the Egyptian, I ain't going to do to you.
For I am Yahweh that healeth thee.
Yahweh the only one can heal you. He heal you through the doctors. That's how he do it. Yahweh the only one can heal you. Okay, that's all I need on that. Let's go to about Exodus 23. Let's see. And 24, started 24. Exodus 23 and 24.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 24. Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them,
Don't have nothing to do with nobody else God.
nor do after their works,
Don't do what they do.
but thou shalt utterly overthrow them,
Throw them in the garbage.
and quite break down their images. And ye shall serve Yahweh your Elohim, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee.
I'm going to take sickness away from you. If you listen to Yahweh, you ain't going to have no problem. He's going to take sicknesses away from you. Read.
There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. I will send my fear before thee, and will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come, and I will make all thy enemies turn their backs unto thee.
I'm going to knock everybody's head off that do something to you, that try to do something to you. They ain't going to do it. They're going to try. But Yahweh going to knock the head off.
And I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivite, the Canaanite, the Hittite from before thee. I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate, and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. By little and little I will drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased and inherit the land. And I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river. For I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and thou shalt drive them out before thee. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods.
Don't have nothing to do with them.
They shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto thee.
That's right, going to be a trick unto you. Okay, let's go to, let me see. Go to Numbers 12. Start the first verse.
Numbers chapter 12, verse 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married.
Now Miriam is Moses' sister, and Aaron, they got mad at Moses for marrying a jet black Ethiopian woman.
for he had married an Ethiopian woman.
That's right. She was an Ethiopian one, even though she was dark skinned, but she was an Ethiopian.
And they said, have Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses?
Now that's a black woman for you. You think you all that, Moses? You ain't all that. The Almighty love me just like He love you. No, He don't. Read.
Hath he not spoken also by us?
He spoke to me and Aaron just like He speak to you. No, He don't.
And Yahweh heard it.
When Yahweh heard that alligator mouth and words come out, watch what happened.
Now the man Moses was very meek.
Now Moses was very meek and humble. He wasn't arrogant like most people. He was humble.
Above all the men which were upon the face of the earth.
Now he was more humble than anybody at that time on the face of the earth.
And Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses.
Yahweh talked to Moses. Show me where he talked to JC and get $1,000. Since you want some money, Jim Socks. Read.
And unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation.
He told all three of them to come out.
And they three came out.
When they came out,
and Yahweh came down in the pillar of the cloud.
Yahweh came down in the pillar of a cloud to talk to all three of them. Now watch what happened.
And stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth.
That's right. There's Yahweh talking now.
And he said,
watch what the Yahweh told him.
Hear now my words.
Listen to me. Don't listen to Paul. Don't listen to JC. Don't listen to James and Luke. Listen to me. Read that again.
And he said, hear now my words.
These my words. These ain't nobody. This ain't Paul talking. These Yahweh words.
If there be a prophet among you.
If there be a prophet among you.
I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision.
I come to the other prophets in a vision.
And will speak unto him in a dream.
Or speak to them in a dream. I speak to all the rest of them in a vision or in a dream.
My servant Moses is not so.
My servant Moses ain't like everybody else. He ain't like everybody else. That's my right-hand man. Read.
Who is faithful in all my house.
Moses is faithful in all my house.
With him will I speak mouth to mouth.
I'm going to talk to him mouth to mouth. I'm going to have a conversation with him like I'm talking to y'all. I ain't going to get on no phone or send no telegram or be on no telephone or across the street. I'm going to talk to him direct. Read.
Even apparently, and not in dark speeches.
I'm not going to talk to my servant Moses in dark speeches like I do everybody else.
And the similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
Why was y'all not afraid to speak against Moses? That's my right-hand man. I love him more than I love y'all. He first and y'all second. He made a difference. Almighty showed favoritism. He made a difference between Moses' sister and brother. Now watch this.
And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them.
And Yahweh was mad at both of them for what they had said.
And he departed.
And when Yahweh departed.
And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle. And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
Hold it right there. She had to be a black woman to turn her white. Listen, these people in the Old Testament were black. They were black folk. Moses was a black man. Aaron was a black man. Miriam was a black woman. He turned her white. Why would he turn a person white that's already white? Don't even make no sense. That's retarded. Now read that again.
And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
White as snow. Now what color is snow? Everybody got common sense. Everybody know what color snow is. He turned her the same color that snow out there in the wintertime. White. Read.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
When he looked at her, turned her white, it shocked him and scared him. Read.
And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my master, I beseech thee.
He started crying and begging Moses. Because, boy, he was shocked and stunned when he seen his all-white sister when she was just black 5 minutes ago, and now she's snow white. Read.
Lay not the sin upon us.
This is a sin. When the Almighty turn you from black to white, that's a sin. He say, lay not this sin upon me. See, when you sin with your mouth, Almighty will knock your head off. See, when she said that on her mouth, Almighty turned her white, and that white represents sin in the eyes of Yah. Read.
Wherein we have done foolishly,
And then we done foolishly because we said something we shouldn't have said.
and wherein we have sinned.
We sin with that mouth.
Let her not be as one dead,
Half dead,
of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb.
See, your flesh is half dead, consumed. Mean you ain't all the way done. You ain't brown. You half done, almost dead, but half done. When you cooking food, you want it brown, baked, and done. Not half done, all the way done. Read.
And Moses cried unto Yahweh.
It took Moses to do it. Moses the one cried to Yahweh,
saying, heal her now,
heal her now.
O Elohim.
That's right, boy.
I beseech thee.
I beg thee.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face,
if her father had a spit in her face,
should she not be ashamed 7 days?
7 days she should be ashamed.
Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days.
Let her be on the outskirts of town. Don't come. She can't come in town for 7 days. We're way over there.
And after that, let her be received in again.
After 7 days, she can come back.
And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again. And afterward, the people removed from Hazeroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran.
That's right. That's right. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 19. Deuteronomy 19 and 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 5. As when a man goeth into the wood with his neighbor to hew wood.
When two men go in the woods and cut down a tree.
And his hand fetcheth a stroke with the axe to cut down the tree.
When his hand fetch a stroke, because that stroke, your arm gonna twist when he fetch a stroke.
And the head slippeth from the hells and lighted upon his neighbor that he die. He shall flee unto one of those cities.
In other words, I just want to give an example how the Almighty give you a stroke. Now I'm gonna talk about it some more, but it's just the warm up right here. When you have a stroke, he letting you know he do it. But let me go to Deuteronomy 7. Yeah. Yeah, start the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1. When Yahweh the Elohim shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and hath cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
Now these nations are from Ham. So it was 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. We from Shem, and all the Africans over there from Ham, and the Gentiles, the Europeans, and the white folk, they from Japheth. That's descendants from them. Read, watch this though.
And when Yahweh thy Elohim shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them.
That's right. That's how you do the enemy.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Yahweh ain't with no integration. He want a Chinese to marry a Chinese. He want a Puerto Rican to marry a Puerto Rican. He want a black to marry a black, and a white to marry a white. Yahweh ain't in the integration. That's when the world was destroyed with the flood for integration. Read.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Don't give your son to no white person, no Puerto Rican, or no Chinese.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
And don't let him marry your daughters. Everybody stay in their own race. That ain't prejudice. That's just the way it go. Have you ever seen a pigeon with a crow? Have you ever seen a lion with a leopard? No, the animals don't integrate. Read.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
This is the reason why the Almighty don't want you to integrate, because they gonna have you going to church, wearing a cross, talking about JC, and worshiping him. That if you lived in China, you're gonna be serving Buddha, listening to the Chinese and doing what they do, practicing their religion. Now, if you go to Iraq and Iran or Turkey, you're gonna do what they do. You're gonna follow the Muslim God. That's meaning the Most High want everybody in a race. Don't go outside your race. Stay in your own race, on your own culture. Because when you go somewhere else, you're gonna get brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Read.
That they may serve other gods.
You're gonna serve another God. If just for instance, if I had a white woman, I wouldn't be teaching this. I'd be talking about JC. Anybody that's going with the opposite, you're gonna be talking about somebody else. You ain't gonna be serving Yah. You know, that's mean he made a German Shepherd to go with another German Shepherd. You ain't seen no pit bull with no Doberman pincher. If it do go like that, that's wrong. He want everything on the same accord. Chinese with the Chinese, a German Shepherd with a German Shepherd, a pit bull with a pit bull, a Great Dane with a Great Dane. That's right. He wanted 100%. Keep reading.
So will the anger of Yahweh be kindled against you,
and Yahweh gonna knock your head off of this,
and destroy thee suddenly.
and destroy you suddenly. You're gonna get your head knocked off when you integrate. Now, the only thing why I would say, listen. Well, I ain't gonna say it right now, but keep reading.
But thus shall ye deal with them.
This how you deal with them, the ops.
Ye shall destroy their altars.
Take that picture down and that cross in that New Testament and burn it up and throw it in the garbage can and the Quran.
And break down their images.
That's right. That picture on the wall, throw it away.
And cut down their groves.
That's right.
And burn their graven images with fire.
And do what with it?
And burn their graven images with fire.
That's right. Now keep reading.
For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy Elohim.
If you are a holy people to Yahweh, you better live holy. You got to act according to holiness.
Yahweh thy Elohim have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now, you ought to feel special. The Almighty chose us over everybody. Don't you know how many nations on this earth? I don't know how many is, but it's a whole bunch of nations that the Almighty chose us over everybody on the face of the earth. You ought to be patting yourself on the back. But you're the lowest of all the nations on the earth because you're the only person in the world hate your God. Everybody else love their God. The Israelites hate their God. Ain't that retarded? Keep reading.
Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
For fewest of all people. And that's right, daughter Zan. That holy means set apart. You're right. Keep reading.
But because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he hath sworn to your fathers, hath Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh king of Egypt. Know therefore that Yahweh the Elohim, he is Elohim, the faithful Elohim, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
To 1,000 generations. We are part of the 1,000 generations today. Read.
And repayeth them that hate him to their face.
And everybody that don't keep Yahweh's commandment, he's going to knock their head off. Just know that. You're going to get your head knocked off. Some shape, form, or fashion. Or he might give you a stroke or a heart attack. Ain't that good? Read.
To destroy them.
He's going to destroy you with that stroke.
He will not be slack to him that hateth him.
He ain't going to hesitate to knock your head off the ones that hate him.
He will repay him to his face.
He going to pay you back to your face. He going to make you have a stroke. Turn your mouth the other way and turn your arm the other way. He going to do that to you.
Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments.
All through this book. Now show me where he say don't keep his commandments at. Show me that. Read. You say keep his commandments and what?
And the statutes.
And keep his statutes.
And the judgments.
And Yahweh judgments.
Which I command thee this day.
Talking to us right now today.
To do them.
To do them. Don't talk about it, be about them.
Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments.
If you hearken mean listen to Yahweh judgments.
And keep and do them, that Yahweh thy Elohim shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he swore unto thy fathers.
If you do what Yahweh say do, he gonna do what he say he gonna do. Fair exchange ain't no robbery, even swap ain't no swindler. So that's right. Keep going.
And he will love thee.
He will love thee if you do what he say do, and stop listening to Paul, Peter, Luke, and John, and JC, them hillbillies. Stop listening to them.
And bless thee.
He gonna bless you. Why you think you curse? Because you listen to the wrong folks. You all over in the Quran and the New Testament talking about what Paul said, what John said, what Peter said. And that's right. That's when you got a stroke and a heart attack and got 15 minutes to live. Read.
And multiply thee.
He'll multiply you if you obey him.
He will also bless the fruit of thy womb.
Bless the fruit of your womb.
And the fruit of thy land, thy corn, and thy wine, and thy oil, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep, in the land which he swore unto thy fathers to give thee. Thou shalt be blessed above all people.
Now we cursed above all people. We would have been blessed above all people if we had obeyed the Most High. But now today, everybody is blessed but us. They own the banks. They own everything. The world, everybody got riches but us. We the only one in the basement, on the floor. We the only one broke. We the tail, and everybody else is the head. Read.
There shall not be male or female barren among you or among your cattle, and Yahweh will take away from thee all sickness.
Right. He say all sickness. He gonna take away all of it. Don't care what kind of disease you got. Yahweh said, I take away all sicknesses.
And will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt.
I ain't gonna do like I did Egypt to y'all,
which thou knowest, upon thee, but will lay them upon all them that hate thee.
I'm gonna lay all my diseases up on everybody that hates you. That's what Yahweh said. Now.
And thou shalt consume all the people which Yahweh that Elohim shall deliver thee. Thy eyes shall have no pity upon them, neither shalt thou serve their gods.
Don't serve the New Testament at all, or the Quran.
For that will be a snare unto thee.
Them books gonna trick you. A snare mean a trick. You're gonna be deceived, brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked, and tricked by them other books. That New Testament and that Quran. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 28. Okay, let me see. Okay, 28 and 58.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book,
if you don't do all the laws that's written in this book,
that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, Yahweh thy Elohim, then Yahweh will make thy plagues wonderful.
Yahweh gonna make all his plagues wonderful when you don't listen to the Old Testament.
And the plagues of thy seed.
And your kids gonna be plagued. That's mean they don't live to get long. I mean, don't live a long time. That's a plague.
Even great plagues.
Great plagues.
And of long continuance.
And long continuance. So listen to this.
And sore sicknesses.
And sore sicknesses. You're going to be sick a long time.
And of long continuance.
And long continuance. You might be sick 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Suffering. In pain. This wrong. That wrong. Now read that again. 58.
If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book.
If you don't do what the Old Testament say do, if you don't listen to the commandment, laws, the statute, and precept, and judgment, and charges of Yahweh, this was going to happen to you.
That thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name.
You supposed to fear Yahweh's name and not nobody else's.
Yahweh thy Elohim.
Then watch this 59.
Then Yahweh will make thy plagues wonderful.
He gonna have a ball bust in your head, make his plagues wonderful up on your tail.
And the plagues of thy seed.
And your kids, your grandkids, and your kids gonna have to suffer because of you.
Even great plagues.
Great plagues. You know what great mean?
And of long continuance.
Long suffering.
and sore sicknesses,
sore sickness, everything wrong with you. Everything wrong with you. You sick. You in and out the hospital every 15 minutes.
and of long continuance.
A long time.
Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt,
I'm going to bring up all the diseases of Egypt. Same thing I did to the Egyptians, I'm going to do to you. Talking about us, the nappy-headed Hebrew Israelite.
which thou was afraid of,
That we was afraid of.
and they shall cleave unto thee.
They going to cleave to you, ain't going nowhere.
Also every sickness and every plague,
Every sickness and every plague,
which is not written in the book of this law,
which is not written in the book of the law. He's talking about AIDS, herpes, syphilis, and stuff like that that's not written in the book.
then will Yahweh bring upon thee.
Yahweh say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it to you, baby. That's right. Read it again. Because I want you to know where diseases come from. Not nobody else. Can't no other God do this, but y'all read that again.
Also every sickness and every plague,
Every sickness and every plague
which is not written in the book of this law,
that is not written in the book of this law. AIDS ain't in the book. Herpes ain't in the book. Syphilis and all them other diseases I can't remember in name, they ain't in the book.
then will Yahweh bring upon thee.
Yahweh said, I'm going to put it up on you. I'm the one going to put it up on you. Read.
Until thou be destroyed.
Till you go straight to hell with gasoline draws on. You're going to be destroyed with your disease. Man, you're going to die with it.
And ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven from multitude, because thou wouldst not obey the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim.
Because you would not obey Yah. And he never told you to go to church, get a religion, and be baptized and wear a cross. He never told you to do that. That's why you sick. That's all I need. Now go to Deuteronomy 32. Now I'm telling you the reason why you're sick. Now do something about it. Start keeping them laws and commandments, statutes, precepts, and judgment, calling up on Yah. That's what you do about it. Okay, what I say, Deuteronomy 32. Go to 32 and 39.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me.
Ain't no God but Yah, he by himself.
I kill.
He do what?
I kill.
He do what?
I kill.
He kill, and what else he do?
And I make alive.
And he bring you out the graveyard.
I wound.
I get you shot.
And I heal.
I what? Say it again.
And I heal.
And he what?
And I heal.
That's right. Yahweh heal too.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Can't nobody escape the wrath of Yah. If he ready to give you a heart attack and a stroke, you can't run. He give it to you. You can't get away from him. Read.
For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever.
That's right. Yahweh say he live forever. He don't die. Okay, that's let me see. Okay, Deuteronomy 29 and 22. Deuteronomy 29 and 22.
Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 22. So that the generations to come of your children that shall rise up after you, and the strangers that shall come from a foreign land, shall say, when they see the plagues of that land,
when they see the plagues of the land,
and the sicknesses which Yahweh hath laid upon it,
was Yahweh do it. Yahweh laid the sickness upon the land. COVID come from Yah. They made it in a lab over in China or somewhere. You a lie. Everything come from Yah. All the diseases came from Yah. Now, okay, that was let's go to Chronicles. Okay. 2nd Chronicles chapter 7. And start at the 12th verse. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, 12th verse.
2nd Chronicles chapter 7, verse 12. And Yahweh appeared to Solomon by night and said unto him, I have heard thy prayers,
He heard Solomon pray. He didn't hear JC praying, but he was on the cross.
and have chosen this place to myself for a house of sacrifice.
That's right.
If I shut up heaven that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my people, if my people,
Talking about us. He ain't talking about nobody else. Say my people. He getting personal right here.
which are called by my name,
Which are called it, got their name changed. You went from John to Yahudah. You changed your name from Timmy to Israel. Read.
shall humble themselves
First, you got to humble yourself. Quit being so arrogant. You got to humble yourself
and pray
and pray
and seek my face
and seek Yahweh's face and not nobody else's.
and turn from their wicked ways.
Stop going to church. Stop talking about JC. Stop drop Christianity and Islam and seek Yahweh's face.
Then will I hear from heaven.
He ain't gonna do nothing until you do this. Then he gonna hear you in heaven after you stop doing wicked.
And will forgive their sin.
And then I'm gonna forgive your sin because I am a merciful Elohim.
And will heal their land.
Then I'm gonna heal your land in the process.
Now my eyes shall be open and my ears attent unto the prayer that is made in this place.
That's right.
For now have I chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually.
Not perpetually, meaning everlasting covenant. That's right. All right, then let me let's go to 16. 2nd Chronicles 16. In the 8th verse. 2nd Chronicles 16 and 8.
2nd Chronicles chapter 16, verse 8. Were not the Ethiopians and the Lubims a huge host with very many chariots and horsemen? Yet, because thou didst rely on Yahweh, he delivered them into thy hand. For the eyes of Yahweh run to and fro throughout the whole earth.
See, the eyes of Yahweh run to and fro throughout the whole earth,
to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him.
Whose heart is perfect toward Yahweh. Because when you obey Yahweh, your heart perfect.
Herein thou hast done foolishly.
This how you have done foolishly.
Therefore, from henceforth thou shalt have wars.
From henceforth, you always going to be at war.
Then Asa was wroth with the seer and put him in a prison house.
Now Asa was mad with the seer and put him in a prison house.
For he was in a rage with him because of this thing.
He was in a rage. This is Asa. Now watch what Asa do.
And Asa oppressed some of the people at the same time. And behold, the acts of Asa, first and last, lo, they are written in the book of the kings of Judah and Israel. And Asa in the 39th year of his reign was diseased in his feet.
See, Asa was the disease in his feet. Almighty Yahweh gave him a disease in his feet.
Until his disease was exceeding great.
Till his seeds got worse and worse.
Yet in his disease he sought not to Yahweh.
He didn't go to Yahweh first.
But to the physicians.
He went to the doctor. You're supposed to go to Yah first, then the doctor. Not the doctor, then Yah. Because the Almighty the one give it to you. You got to go to the one to give it to you.
And Asa slept with his fathers and died in the 41st year of his reign. And they buried him in his own sepulchres, which he had made for himself in the city of David, and laid him in the bed which was filled with sweet odors and divers kinds of spices prepared by the apothecary's art. And they made a very great burning for him.
Okay. In other words, Asa went to the doctor instead of Yah. He supposed to went to Yahweh first and then the doctor. That was 16. Let me see. Okay, go to 21. 2nd Chronicles 21. Start at the first verse.
2 Chronicles chapter 21, verse 1. Now Jehoshaphat slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And Jehoram his son reigned in his stead. And he had brethren, the sons of Jehoshaphat, Azariah and Jehiel and Zechariah and Amariah and Mikael and Shephatiah. All these were the sons of Jehoshaphat, king of Israel. And their father gave them great gifts of silver and of gold and of precious things with fenced cities in Judah. But the kingdom gave heed to Jehoram because he because he was the firstborn. Now when Jehoram was risen up to the kingdom of his father, he strengthened himself and slew all his brethren with the sword, and divers also of the princes of Israel. Jehoram was 30 and 2 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 8 years in Jerusalem. And he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, like as did the house of Ahab, for he had the daughter of Ahab to wife, and he wrought that which was evil in the eyes of Yahweh. Howbeit Yahweh would not destroy the house of David because of the covenant that he made with David, and as he promised to give a light to him and to his sons forever. In the days the in his days the Edomites revolted from under the dominion of Judah and made themselves a king. Then Jehoram went forth with his princes and all his chariots with him, and he rose up by night and smote the Edomites which compassed him in, and the captains of the chariots. So the Edomites revolted from under the hand of Judah unto this day. The same time also did Libnah revolt from under his hand, because he had forsaken Yahweh Elohim of his fathers. Moreover, he made high places in the mountains of Judah, and caused the inhabitants of Jerusalem to commit fornication, and compelled Judah thereto. And there came a writing to him from Elijah the prophet, saying, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of David thy father, because thou hast not walked in the ways of Jehoshaphat thy father, nor in the ways of Asa king of Judah, but hast walked in the way of the kings of Israel, and hast made Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem to go a whoring, like to the whoredoms of the house of Ahab, and also hast slain thy brethren of thy father's house,
Now watch what happened now.
which were better than thyself. Behold, with a great plague behold, with a great plague will Yahweh smite thy people
Yahweh gonna smite the people
and thy children
and thy children
and thy wives
and thy wives
and all thy goods,
and all thy goods.
and thou shalt have great sickness by disease of thy bowels,
I'm gonna give you a disease inside your intestines, your bowels.
until thy bowels fall out by reason of the sickness day by day.
Till your bowels fall out your stomach.
Moreover, Yahweh stirred up against Jehoram the spirit of the Philistines and of the Arabians that were near the Ethiopians, and they came up into Judah and brake into it, and carried away all the substance that was found in the king's house, and his sons also, and his wives, so that there was never a son left him, save Jehoaz, the youngest of his sons. And after all this, Yahweh smote him in his bowels with an incurable disease.
He smote him in his bowel, in his intestine, in his bowel with incurable disease. He had some kind of disease that he couldn't get rid of.
And it came to pass that in process of time, after the end of 2 years, his bowels fell out by reason of his sickness.
His bowel fell out his butt.
So he died of sore diseases.
He died of sore diseases because how wicked he was.
And his people made no burning for him, like the burning of his fathers. 30 and 2 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 8 years, and departed without being desired.
Read.
Howbeit they buried him in the city of David, but not in the sultries of the kings.
See, when you be disobedient and hard-headed and stiff-necked, that's what happened to you. He gave him a disease in his bowels, and his bowels fell out his butt, and he died. That's right. Now let me go to let's go to 1 Samuel. First Samuel. Okay, First Samuel 25. I'm gonna start at the second verse. Yeah, this gonna get it here. First Samuel 25 and 2.
1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 2. And there was a man in Maon whose possessions were in Carmel, and the man was very great.
This man had Donald Trump money. This man had Oprah money. This man was super rich. Now watch this.
And he had 3,000 sheep.
Got 3,000 sheep.
And 1,000 goats.
And 1,000 goats.
And he was shearing his sheep in Carmel.
He was shearing his sheep in Carmel.
Now the name of the man was Nabal.
Nabal. Now y'all pay attention to what happened to Nabal. He was rich.
And the name of his wife Abigail.
And his wife Abigail was sweet. She was nice.
And she was a woman of good understanding.
She had a good understanding. She wasn't like her husband Nabal. She was righteous and he was wicked. Read.
And of a beautiful countenance.
She had a beautiful countenance. I mean, she looked good.
But the man was churlish and evil in his doings.
He was evil. Let's look up the word churlish. What do churlish mean? Now, Nabal was churlish and evil. Churlish should be right or something.
Churlish, a person who is rude and bad-tempered.
Bad temper, meaning arrogant. This man, Nabal, was arrogant and had a bad temper. He was arrogant and retarded. Read.
And he was of the house of Caleb.
He was from the house of Caleb. He was one of our people.
And David heard in the wilderness that Nabal did shear his sheep.
Now, when King David heard he was shearing his sheep in the wilderness,
and David sent out 10 young men, and David said unto the young men, Get you up to Carmel.
Go to Carmel with Nabal at.
And go to Nabal and greet him in my name.
Greet him in my name. Tell Nabal, look, man, I'm King David.
And thus shall ye say to him that liveth in prosperity.
This what you tell him.
Peace be both to thee.
Peace be up on thee.
And peace be to thine house.
See, he came in peace. King David, men came in peace and humble.
And peace be unto all that thou hast. And now I have heard that thou hast shears. Now thy shepherds which were with us, we hurt them not.
Now I heard you had plenty of food, plenty of animals. Read.
Neither was there aught missing unto them, all the while they were in Carmel. Ask thy young men, and they will show thee. Wherefore let the young men find favor in thy eyes. For
now, what verse you at?
8.
Okay.
For we come in a good day.
We come in a good day.
Give, I pray thee, whatsoever cometh to thy hand unto thy servants and to thy son David.
I don't want nothing but a little bit. I don't want no lot. I'm hungry. My man is hungry. We hungry. We want something to eat. And you rich.
And when David's young men came, they spake to Nabal according to all those words in the name of David, and ceased. And Nabal answered David's servants and said, Who is David?
How arrogant he was. Who is David? I don't know no David.
And who is the son of Jesse?
And who is the son of Jesse? I ain't never heard of him. He telling a lie.
There be many servants nowadays that break away every man from his master.
It be many people coming to me talking about give me this, give me that. I don't know if y'all slaves are running away. You know, he using reverse psychology and he an evil person.
Shall I then take my bread?
Should I take my food?
And my water?
And my water?
And my flesh that I have killed for my shears, and give it unto men whom I know not whence they be?
He using reverse psychology. He talking about like he ain't never heard of David. He a lie. Everybody back then knew David. And this man knew David was 100 and righteous. See how arrogant he is? But watch what happened to him, y'all, for being this arrogant and evil and churlish. Read.
So David's young men turned their way
They went away from him.
and went again and came and told him all those sayings. And David said unto his men, gird ye on every man his sword.
Get up, everybody put their sword on, because we finna go kill him.
And they girded on every man his sword, and David also girded on his sword.
That's right.
And there went up after David about 400 men.
400 men finna come take his head off, because he was evil, rotten, and no good. Get rich and won't get a po nothing.
And 200 abide by the stuff. But one of the young men told Abigail,
One of David's men told Abigail,
Nabal's
wife,
saying, behold, David sent messengers out of the wilderness to salute our master. And he railed on them. But the men were very good unto us, and we were not hurt, neither missed we anything.
David ain't stole nothing. He was very good and ain't stole nothing to take nothing.
As long as we were conversant with them when we were in the fields.
In other words, David was 100. He ain't do nothing.
They were a wall unto us both by night and day.
They protected us night and day.
All the while we were with them keeping the sheep. Now therefore know and consider what thou wilt do, for evil is determined against our master and against all his household. For he is such a son of Belial that a man could not speak to him. Then Abigail made haste.
Had made haste. Hurry up.
And took 200 loaves.
She took 200 loaves of bread.
And 2 bottles of wine.
2 bottles of wine.
And 5 sheep ready dressed.
She took 5 sheep ready to dress, meaning they was ready to eat.
And 5 measures of parched corn.
And 5 measures of parched corn. Now this is Abigail, his wife, being nice.
And 100 clusters of raisins.
Took raisins.
And 200 cakes of figs.
200 cakes of figs.
And laid them on asses. And she said unto her servants, go on before me.
Y'all go on before me.
Behold, I come after you.
I'll be there later on after you.
But she told not her husband Nabal.
She didn't tell her husband nothing.
And it was so, as she rode on the ass.
That
she came down by the covert of the hill. And behold, David and his men came down against her.
That's right. David came and met her. What verse you at?
20.
Okay.
And she met them. Now David has said, surely in vain have I kept all that this fellow hath in the wilderness.
I helped this man out in the wilderness.
So that nothing was missed of all that pertained unto him.
I ain't stole none from this man, Nabal.
And he hath requited me evil for good. So and more also do Elohim unto the enemies of David, if I leave of all that pertain to him by the morning light any that pissed against the wall. And when Abigail saw David, she hasted.
She hurried up and got down off the ass.
And lighted off the ass, and fell before David on her face, and bowed herself to the ground, and fell at his feet, and said, upon me, my master, upon me let this iniquity be.
That's right. And if it weren't for her, boy, he would have been in trouble.
And let thy handmaid, I pray thee, speak in thine audience, and hear the words of thy handmaid.
Listen to me. I'm his husband. I'm his wife. So listen to me. Watch this.
Let not my master, I pray thee, regard this man of Belial, even Nabal, for as his name is, so is he. Nabal is his name, and folly is with him.
Folly is with this man. This is my husband that she talking about now. He ain't no earthly good.
But I, thy handmaid, saw not the young men of my master, whom thou didst send.
I didn't know.
Now therefore, my master, as Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, seeing Yahweh hath withholden thee from coming to shed blood, and from avenging thyself with thy own hand, now let thy enemies, and they that seek evil to my master, be as Nabal. And now this blessing which thy handmaid have brought unto my master, let it even be given unto the young men that follow my master. I pray thee, forgive the trespass of thy handmaid, for Yahweh will certainly make my master a sure house, because my master fighteth the battles of Yahweh, and evil have not been found in thee all thy days.
All thy days.
Yet a man is risen to pursue thee and to seek thy soul, but the soul of my master shall be bound in the bundle of life with Yahweh thy Elohim, and the souls of thy enemies, them shall he sling out as out of the middle of a sling. And it shall come to pass, when Yahweh shall have done to my master according to all the good that he hath spoken concerning thee, and shall have appointed thee ruler over Israel, that this shall be no grief unto thee, nor offense of heart unto my master, either that thou hast shed blood causeless, or that my master have avenged himself. But when Yahweh shall have dealt with my master, then remember thy handmaid.
That's right. She popping corn, boy. This a wise woman here.
And David said to Abigail, Blessed be Yahweh Elohim of Israel, which sent thee this day to meet me.
Yahweh the one sent her to meet him.
And blessed be thy advice, and blessed be thou, which has kept me this day from which has kept me this day from coming to shed blood,
You the only reason why I ain't gonna kill Nabal.
and from avenging myself with my own hand.
That's right.
For in very deed, as Yahweh Elohim of Israel liveth, which have kept me back from hurting thee, except thou hast hasted and come to meet me, surely there had not been left unto Nabal by the morning light any.
If you hadn't came and seen me in Abigail, I would have killed everybody.
That pistol against the wall.
That's right.
So David received of her hand that which she had brought him.
He took the gifts that she brought him,
and said unto her, Go up in peace to thine house. See, I have hearkened to thy voice, and have accepted thy person.
I have accepted your offer, Abigail. Yeah, Abigail, you going back home because I accepted what you said.
And Abigail came to Nabal.
She went back home to her husband.
And behold, he held a feast in his house.
He had a big old feast.
Like the feast of a king.
He did it just like a king would because he rich now. Remember, he got everything.
And Nabal's heart was merry within him.
His heart was merry within him. He drunk as a skunk.
For he was very drunken.
He wasn't drunk. He was very drunken.
Wherefore she told him nothing.
She ain't tell him nothing because he ain't going to remember nothing. She told him the next day after he was sober.
Less or more until the morning light.
To the morning light when he ain't drunk no more.
But it came to pass in the morning when the wine was gone out of Nabal,
when he was sober,
and his wife had told him these things.
His wife told him everything she told David. She didn't try to hide nothing.
That his heart died within him.
And after he told her, his heart died within him.
And he became as a stone.
And he had a heart attack. His heart became as a stone, meaning he had a heart attack. Yahweh gave him a heart attack.
And it came to pass about 10 days after that Yahweh smote Nabal, that he died.
Who did it? Say it again.
And it came to pass about 10 days after that Yahweh smote Nabal, that he died.
Yahweh killed him. Read. Watch this.
And when David heard that Nabal was dead.
When David heard that Nabal had a heart attack.
He said.
Blessed
be Yahweh.
Thank you, Yah. Blessed be Yah. Thank you for killing Nabal.
That hath pleaded the cause of my reproach from the hand of Nabal.
That's right. Pleaded my cause.
And have kept his servant from evil.
And have kept me from evil. Thank you for killing Nabal. That's what the book say. King David gave thanks to Yahweh for giving Nabal a heart attack. Yes, sir. I like it too. I love it. Read.
For Yahweh hath returned the wickedness of Nabal upon his own head.
He returned the wickedness of Nabal upon his own head because he was rich and rotten. Wasn't no earthly good.
And David sent and communed with Abigail.
And he sent for Abigail.
To take her to him to wife.
He gonna marry her because her husband dead and gone, so he wanted her. And I don't blame her. I wanted too because she was righteous. Read.
And when the servants of David were come to Abigail to Carmel, They spake unto her, saying, David sent us unto thee to take thee to him to wife.
David said, come on, go with me. David said, come on, go and marry him. Read.
And she arose
She arose
and bowed herself on her face to the earth and said, Behold, let thy handmaid be a servant to wash the feet of the servants of my master.
Well, see how nice she gonna wash the feet of the servant. Well, this woman 1,000.
And Abigail hasted.
She hurried up. She left everything, but I ain't got time for that. I'm finna go get with David.
And arose and rode upon an ass with 5 damsels of hers went after her, and she went after the messengers of David and became his wife.
Came David's wife. That's right.
David also took a Ahinoam of Jezreel, and they were also both of them his wives. But Saul had given Michal his daughter, David's wife, to Paltai, the son of Laish, which was of Galium.
In other words, Yahweh give out heart attacks and strokes. You think you can't pray for your enemies, that the Almighty kill them? That's right. I made a video. Please, Yahweh, kill all my enemies, and that's what I pray. Okay, that was what was that? Let's go to I think I want 2 Kings. Second Kings chapter 2. Start the first verse.
2 Kings chapter 2, verse 1. And it came to pass when Yahweh would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. And Elijah said unto Elisha, Tarry here, I pray thee, for Yahweh hath sent me to Bethel. And Elisha said unto him, As Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee.
I'm going to be with you all the time.
So they went down to Bethel. And the sons of the prophets that were at Bethel came forth to Elisha and said unto him, Knowest thou that Yahweh will take away thy master from thy head today? And he said, Yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for Yahweh hath sent me to Jericho. And he said, As Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they came to Jericho. And the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho came to Elisha and said unto him, Knowest thou that Yahweh will take away thy master from thy head today? And he answered, Yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Tarry, I pray thee, here, for Yahweh hath sent me to Jordan. And he said, As Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And they two went on, and 50 men of the sons of the prophets went and stood to view afar off, and they too stood by Jordan. And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that they too went over on dry ground.
On dry ground, read.
And it came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, Ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me.
He wanted a double portion. That's all he wanted, was a double portion of Elijah's spirit. Read.
And he said, Thou hast asked a hard thing.
Hard thing.
Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
See, Elijah went up into heaven in the whirlwind. Read.
And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces. He took up also the mantle of Elijah Elijah that fell from him, and went back and stood by the bank of Jordan. And he took the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and smote the waters, and said, Where is Yahweh Elohim of Elijah? And when he also had smitten the waters, they parted hither and thither, and Elisha went over. And when the sons of the prophets which were to view at Jericho saw him, they said, The spirit of Elijah doth rest on Elisha. And they came to meet him and bowed themselves to the ground before him.
And they saw the double portion that Elisha gave him.
And they said unto him, Behold, now there be with thy servants 50 strong men. Let them go, we pray thee, and seek thy master, lest peradventure the spirit of Yahweh have taken him up and cast him upon some mountain or into some valley. And he said, Ye shall not sin. And when they urged him till he was ashamed, he said, Sin. They sent therefore 50 men and sought 3 days, but found him not. And when they came again to him, for he tarried at Jericho, he said unto them, Did I not say unto you, Go not? And the men of the city said unto Elisha, Behold, I pray thee, the situation of this city is pleasant, as my master seeth, but the water is not, and the ground barren. And he said, Bring me a new cruse, and put salt therein. And they brought it to him. And he went forth unto the spring of the waters, and cast the salt in there, and said, Thus saith Yahweh, I have healed these waters.
Yahweh healed the water through the salt. Read. What verse you at?
21.
Okay.
There shall not be from thence any more death or barren land. So the waters were healed unto this day,
Healed unto this day.
according to the saying of Elisha which he spake. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city,
Now what should these little children out of the city do?
and mocked him,
They mocked him, made fun of him, because
and,
he had a bald head.
and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head.
You got a bald head. Mocked him, making fun of him.
Go up, thou bald head.
Go up, bald head. Kept calling him bald head. Now watch this.
And he turned back.
He turned back
And looked on them.
He looked up on them.
And cursed them in the name of Yahweh.
Cursed them in the name of Yah.
And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood, and tear 42 children of them.
Them she-bears killed 42 children.
And he went from thence to Mount Carmel, and from thence he returned to Samaria.
That's right. That mouth will get you killed. They killed them kids because they run their mouth, making fun of a prophet. Okay, that's what was that, 2?
Yeah.
Okay, 20. Go to 2 Kings 20 and start the first verse.
Second Kings chapter 20, verse 1. In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death.
Now Hezekiah ready to die, y'all.
And the prophet Isaiah the son of Amos came to him.
Now watch what the prophet Isaiah tell him.
And said unto him, Thus saith Yahweh.
Came and thus said Yah.
Set thy house in order.
Get your house in order.
For thou shalt die.
You finna die.
And not live.
And not live.
Then he turned his face to the wall and prayed unto Yahweh.
While he was laying on his deathbed, he faced the east, turned to the wall,
saying, I beseech thee,
I beg thee, Yahweh, when he was laying in his bed. Watch this.
O Yahweh, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart.
Remember how I kept all your commandments, laws, and statutes. I didn't go to church. I didn't wear no cross. I didn't believe in JC. I didn't have no New Testament with me. Remember all of that, Yahweh. I was righteous in your eyes. Read.
And have done that which is good in thy sight.
I did everything that was good in Yahweh. I kept the Sabbath. I didn't eat no pork chops. I didn't celebrate Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Father's Day, all this old junk. I didn't go to church. I didn't wear a cross. I never was baptized. Read.
And Hezekiah wept sore.
And he started crying.
And it came to pass, before Isaiah was gone out into the middle court,
before Isaiah left,
that the word of Yahweh came to him,
the word of Yahweh came to Isaiah before he can leave,
saying, turn again and
go back
and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people,
and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, go back and tell him this now.
Thus saith Yahweh,
thus said Yah,
the Elohim of David thy father.
That's right.
I have heard thy prayer.
He heard Hezekiah's prayer. He didn't hear JC prayer when he was on the cross. My God, why have y'all forsaken me? He didn't hear his prayer, but he heard Hezekiah's prayer.
I have seen thy tears.
I saw your tears, but I saw JC tears and I wasn't studying him though.
Behold, I will heal thee.
Yahweh said, I'm going to heal Hezekiah because that's my right-hand man. I don't know nothing about JC. That's brand new to me.
On the third day thou shalt go up unto the house of Yahweh.
On the third day go to the house of Yahweh.
And I will add unto thy days 15 years.
I'm going to give you 15 more years to live because I heard your prayer. I heard you crying, Hezekiah. Read.
And I will deliver thee in this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria.
I'm going to deliver you.
And I will defend this city for my own sake.
For my own sake.
And for my servant David's sake.
And for my servant David.
And Isaiah said, take a lump of figs. And they took and laid it on the boil, and he recovered. And Hezekiah said unto Isaiah, what shall be the sign that Yahweh will heal me, and that I shall go up into the house of Yahweh the third day?
Okay, in other words, I just wanted you to know that Yahweh do the healing from diseases. Okay, let's go to go to Psalms 39. Psalm 39, start the 10th verse.
Psalms chapter 39, verse 10. Remove thy stroke away from me.
Yahweh, remove your stroke away from me, because I know you the only one can give me a stroke.
I am consumed by the blow of thy hand.
Now read it again.
Remove thy stroke away from me.
Remove your stroke away from me, Yah.
I am consumed by the blow of thy hand.
Okay, that's all I'm talking about. Now go to Psalm 41. Okay, Psalm 41 and 3.
Psalms chapter 41, verse 3. Yahweh will strengthen him upon the bed of languishing. Thou will make all his bed in his sickness.
That's all bed in his sickness. Okay, let's go to Psalms 103. Cold-blooded right here. Start the first verse.
Psalms chapter 103, verse 1. Bless Yahweh.
We bless Yahweh.
O my soul.
O my soul.
And all that is within me. Bless his holy name.
Bless Yahweh's holy name.
Bless Yahweh.
That's right.
O my soul, and forget not all his benefits.
Do not forget all Yahweh benefits. Benefits is help. When Yahweh help you, them some of his benefit. Do not forget always Yahweh's benefits. Read.
Who forgiveth all thy iniquities.
Yahweh, the only one can forgive all your iniquities, meaning sins.
Who healeth all thy diseases.
Who healeth all your diseases. He keep you from getting the disease. He heal you from all your diseases. Read.
Who redeemeth thy life from destruction.
He the one redeem your life from destruction.
Who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies.
That's what Yahweh do. Crown you with loving kindness and tender mercies.
Who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles. Yahweh executed righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. He made known his ways unto Moses, his acts unto the children of Israel. Yahweh is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy. He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever.
Yahweh ain't gonna never stay mad forever like people do.
He have not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us according to our iniquities. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far hath he removed our transgressions from us. Like as a father pitieth his children,
Just like a father pity his children, watch this.
so Yahweh pitieth them that fear him.
Yahweh pity his people that fear him. He'll pity you if you fear him.
For he knoweth our frame, he remembereth that we are dust.
He remember we ain't number flesh, we just dust.
As for man, his days are as grass, as a flower of the field, so he flourisheth. For the wind passeth over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more. But the mercy of Yahweh is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children, to such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them.
Those that remember his commandments to do them.
Yahweh hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Bless Yahweh, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word.
The angels listen to the commandments of Yah.
Bless ye Yahweh, all ye his hosts, ye ministers of his, that do his pleasure.
They do what Yahweh say do. The angels gonna do what Yah say do.
Bless Yahweh, all his works in all places. Bless Yahweh, all his works in all places of his dominion. Bless Yahweh, O my soul.
That's right. Praise the mighty Yah. Okay, let me see. See if I want this one. Psalm 6 and 2.
Psalms chapter 6, verse 2. Have mercy upon me, O Yahweh, for I am weak.
I'm weak.
O Yahweh, heal me.
Heal me when I'm weak.
For my bones are vexed.
That's right. Call on Yahweh when you need to be healed. That's it and that's all. Let's go to Job. Let's see. Job 36 and 18.
Job chapter 36, verse 18. Because there is wrath, beware lest he take thee away with his stroke.
With his stroke, lest Yahweh take you away with his stroke.
Then a great ransom cannot deliver thee.
Then a great ransom can't help you. And say, you read that again. Yahweh give out strokes.
Because there is wrath.
Because there's wrath. Wrath come from Yah.
Beware lest he take thee away with his stroke.
You better beware lest Yahweh gonna take you away with his stroke.
Then a great ransom cannot deliver thee.
That's right. Now, Almighty give out strokes. Them his strokes and heart attacks. They didn't come from nobody else. Came from Yah. Now, why you ain't gonna be afraid to serve him? Because he gonna give you that. You got that coming by law. Let me see. Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 3. and, 3 and 3.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh.
That's all I need. But the time to heal is what I want. Okay, the time to heal. Let's go to Jeremiah 3. (22). 3 and 22.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 22. Return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backslidings.
Yahweh say he going to heal our backsliding when we turn to him.
Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art Yahweh our Elohim. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly in Yahweh our Elohim is the salvation of Israel. For shame have devoured the labor of our fathers from our youth, their flocks, their herds, their sons and their daughters. We lie down in our shame, and our confusion covereth us. For we have sinned against Yahweh our Elohim, we and our fathers, from our youth even unto this day,
Even to right now today.
and have not obeyed the voice of Yahweh our Elohim.
And when you don't obey the voice of Yahweh down to him, boy, you're going to get your head knocked off and a stroke and a heart attack with it. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. Let's see. 17. Jeremiah 17. 17, let me see. Oh, 14.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 14. Heal me, O Yahweh, and I shall be healed.
Yahweh, heal me, oh Yahweh, then I'm going to be healed because Yahweh healed me. I'm going to be healed for real.
Save me, and I shall be saved, for thou art my praise.
We praising Yahweh on this station. Read that again.
Heal me, O Yahweh, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved, for thou art my praise.
We praise Yahweh. Okay. We praise Yahweh. And we want Yahweh to heal us, not nobody else. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 30. Start at 17.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 17. For I will restore health unto thee, and I
Yahweh say he going to restore health into us.
will heal thee of thy wounds,
Yahweh say he going to heal us from our wounds.
saith Yahweh,
Yahweh said it.
because they called thee an outcast,
Call us an outcast.
saying, This is Zion,
Here goes Zion,
whom no man seeketh after.
who ain't nobody studying what they thought.
Thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents,
Jacob's tents, going back home.
and have mercy on his dwelling places.
I'm going to have mercy on this dwelling place where you live at.
And the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving and the voice of them that make merry.
Then that's when we're going to have Thanksgiving. Not right now. This is a future event. We're going to have Thanksgiving over in the land when we get home.
And I will multiply them,
We're going to multiply us.
and they shall not be few.
We're going to be a lot of us.
I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small.
We ain't going to be small.
Their children also shall be as aforetime,
Our children going to be just like the old days.
and their congregation shall be established before me.
Before Yahweh.
And I will punish all that oppress them.
I'm going to knock everybody's head off to oppress you, to get over on you.
And their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governors shall proceed from the midst of them. And I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engaged his heart to approach unto me, saith Yahweh? And ye shall be my people, and I will be your Elohim. Behold, the whirlwind of Yahweh goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked.
It's only going to get the wicked.
The fierce anger of Yahweh shall not return until he have done it,
So he have finished.
and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it.
That's right. You're going to consider it one day in the latter days. Okay. Let's see. Jeremiah 33. Start at the 6th verse.
Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 6. Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them.
Yahweh said he's going to bring in health and he's going to cure us.
And will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the
I'm
first.
going to build them just like I did the first time.
And I will cleanse them from all their iniquity.
He's going to cleanse us from all our iniquity.
Whereby they have sinned against me, and I will pardon all their iniquities.
And he's going to forgive us for all our sins.
Whereby they have sinned.
But just like we have sinned.
And whereby they have transgressed against me.
And we have transgressed against Yah.
And it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise and an honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them.
All the nations going to hear how good Yahweh been to us. Boy, he going to have mercy upon us, and they going to say, boy, listen, Almighty, very, very merciful.
And they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it.
That's right, man. That's when we're going to have a ball. The Almighty going to forgive us for everything we done did. Okay, let's go to, let's see. Hosea 6 and 1. Let's see.
Hosea chapter 6, verse 1. Come and let us return unto Yahweh.
Yahweh wants you to come back to him.
For he have torn.
He have torn.
And he will heal us.
And he gonna heal us.
He has smitten, and he will bind us up.
That's right. Yahweh gonna heal us. Now let's go to Hosea. Let me see. Hosea 14. At the 4th verse.
Hosea chapter 14, verse 4. I will heal their backsliding.
He gonna heal our backsliding.
I will love them freely.
He gonna love us freely.
For my anger is turned away from him.
My anger is turned away from him. That's right, because he's a merciful Elohim. Okay, let me I think I forgot. Let me go back. Okay, yeah, Proverbs 18. Yeah, Proverbs 18 and 6. Yeah. Proverbs 18:6.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 6. A fool's lips enter into his contention,
A fool's lip into his contentions. Watch this.
and his mouth calleth for strokes.
And your mouth will get you a stroke from Yah. A fool talking like a fool, the Almighty put a stroke on him, turn it upside down. Read it again.
A fool's lips enter into his contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes.
And your mouth going to cause you to get a stroke. That's right. You say the wrong thing out that mouth, and the Almighty will give you a stroke. How about that? That's all I needed with that stroke. Your mouth will get you a stroke. Okay, go to Isaiah 14:6. Oh, cold-blooded. No, start the 5th verse. Isaiah 14:5.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 5. Yahweh has broken the staff of the wicked.
He broken the staff of the wicked. Let's see what else he do.
And the scepter of the rulers.
And the scepter of the rulers, what else he do?
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
With a continuous stroke.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
That's right. He give you a stroke. Hold on. That's what was that? 14 one. Let me see. Somewhere else I think I want to put it. Go to Isaiah 30. And 30 and 26. Isaiah 30 and 26, yeah.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 26. Moreover, the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun shall be sevenfold as the light of 7 days, in the day that Yahweh bindeth up the breach of his people, and healeth the stroke of their wound.
Heal the stroke of that wound. Yahweh say he's going to heal the stroke of our wound. He's going to give you a stroke, and then he's going to take it away from you. Okay. Let me go. Let's see if that's what I want. Let's see. Did I read this already? Oh yeah. Go to 2 Samuel. I forgot. Yeah, that's what I want to. Start 12 and 1. 2 Samuel 12 and 1.
2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 1.
Now y'all pay attention to this.
And Yahweh sent Nathan unto David.
He told Nathan to go to David.
And he came unto him and said unto him, there were 2 men in one city.
There were 2 men in one city. Watch this riddle.
The one rich and the other poor.
One was rich and one was poor.
The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds.
The rich man had it all.
But the poor man had nothing save one little ewe lamb.
He had one little lamb,
which he had bought and nourished up.
He bought him from a baby and nourished him up, took care of him.
And it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat of his own meat and drink of his own cup.
In other words, he had a pet. He ain't have but one animal, and there was a pet, like a dog or something. Read.
And lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a daughter.
Just like one of the family members.
And there came a traveler unto the rich man.
There come a traveler to the rich man.
And he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd.
He didn't want to take them from his own herd.
To dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him, but took the poor man's lamb.
He took the poor man's lamb. The man only had one lamb, and this rich man got everything, but he going to take the poor man's lamb.
And dressed it for the man that was come to him.
And gave and dressed the meat and killed it and cleaned it up and eat it, cooked it and ate it.
And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man.
Now David's anger was against this man, but he don't know it's talking about him.
And he said to Nathan, As Yahweh liveth, the man that have done this thing shall surely die,
The man is living should surely die. He don't know he talking about himself now. Watch this.
and he shall restore the land fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity.
That means give him 80 lambs. He owe him 80 lambs for doing this. Watch this.
And Nathan said to David, Thou art the man.
You the man we talking about.
Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel.
Now let me tell you the reason why it's you, King David. I anointed thee king over Israel.
And I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul.
And I kept Saul from killing you.
And I gave thee thy master's house.
I gave you everything that you wanted.
And thy master's wives into thy bosom.
I gave you all the wives and gave you everything, King David. You had it all. Watch this.
And gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah.
I made you king over Israel and Judah.
And if that had been too little,
and if that wasn't enough, King David,
I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
All that I gave you, if that wasn't enough, I would have gave you some more, King David.
Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of Yahweh?
Why did you break my commandment, King David?
To do evil in his sight.
To do evil in the sight of Yah.
Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword.
You have killed Uriah with the sword, meaning had a man killed for his wife.
And hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon.
That children of Ammon killed him. You had him killed.
Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house.
Just because you did this, is always going to be war in your house.
Because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife.
Read. Now watch this.
Thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thy own house.
Evil out of their own house, because a lot of evil went on in King David's house. I ain't got time to explain all the evil, but his kids, it was horrible. They did things to rape their own sister. They tried to kill him. They was just wild. Read.
And I will take thy wives before thine eyes.
I'm gonna take your own wives before your eyes.
And give them unto thy neighbor.
And he gave them to his son. What was his name? Absalom? Wasn't it Absalom? Yeah, it was Absalom. Read.
And he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this son.
And his own son lay with his wives, Absalom.
For thou didst it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel.
You did it sneaky, but I'm going to do it before all Israel. They're going to be watching.
And before the son. And David said unto Nathan.
Now watch what David say. He had to humble himself and submit.
I have sinned against Yahweh.
I have sinned against Yahweh because I had Uriah the Hittite killed for his wife. Boy, she must be fine as wine, but she ain't never that fine. Read.
And Nathan said unto David, Yahweh also hath put away thy sin. Thou shalt not die.
You ain't going to die, though, but watch what's going to happen. You ain't going to die. The Almighty Yahweh ain't going to kill you because he still loves you now.
Howbeit, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Yahweh to blaspheme, the child also that is born unto thee shall surely die.
The woman that you got pregnant, which was Bathsheba, she gonna have a baby that's gonna die. That's gonna be your punishment. Read.
And Nathan departed unto his house, and Yahweh struck the child that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick.
He made the child very sick. Now the child ain't gonna live a 7 days, but the Most High struck the child and it was very sick. Now this is a baby Yahweh struck him. Why? Because it was made out of wedlock and it was made through sin.
David therefore besought Elohim for the child, and David fasted and went in and lay all night upon the earth.
He fasted all night upon the earth. He didn't eat nothing, didn't drink nothing, didn't do nothing, because he thought the Most High was gonna forgive him. Have mercy on him. Read.
And the elders of his house arose and went to him to raise him up from the earth.
Because he laying on the ground, y'all, fasting, ain't eating, and begging Yahweh for mercy.
But he would not, neither did he eat bread with them.
He didn't eat no bread. He wasn't hungry.
And it came to pass on the 7th day that the child died.
On the 7th day, the Almighty Yahweh killed that child on the 7th day. It only lived 7 days.
And the servants of David feared to tell him that the child was dead.
And the servants of David were scared to tell him that his own son was dead.
For they said, Behold, while the child was yet alive, we spake unto him, and he would not hearken unto our voice. How will he then vex himself if we tell him that the child is dead? But when David saw that his servants whispered, David perceived that the child was dead.
He assumed that the child was dead because they was whispering.
Therefore David said unto his servants, Is the child dead? And they said, He is dead. Then David arose from the earth.
Then David rose from the earth
and washed and anointed himself.
He washed and anointed himself.
And changed his apparel.
Changed his clothes.
And came into the house of Yahweh.
And he came into the house of Yahweh.
And worshiped.
He worshiped Yahweh after this.
Then he came to his own house, and when he required, they set bread before him, and he did eat. Then said his servants unto him, What thing is this that thou hast done? Thou didst fast and weep for the child while it was alive, but when the child was dead, thou didst rise and eat bread. And he said, While the child was yet alive, I fasted and wept, for I said, Who can tell whether Elohim will be gracious to me?
You can't tell whether Yahweh will forgive you or not. That's right. He popping corn right here. He say, while the child was living, I was fasting, but when he died, I ate. And he was right. And he said, read that again.
And he said, While the child was yet alive, I fasted and wept, for I said, Who can tell whether Elohim will be gracious to me?
Who can tell whether Yahweh will forgive me for what I done did? You don't know.
That the child may live.
That the child may live. He might have mercy on you, he might not.
But now he is dead. Wherefore should I fast?
If the child dead, why should I keep fasting?
Can I bring him back again?
Can I bring him back? King David saying, no.
I shall go to him.
I can go to my dead son, but he can't come to me.
But he shall not return to me.
That's right. He popping corn.
And David comforted Bathsheba his wife.
And he comforted, married and comforted, and had sex with her. Read.
And went unto her.
Went into her, had sex with her.
And lay with her.
That's right. This is the same woman that he had killed for Uriah's wife and bare his son. And watch what Yahweh say.
And she bare a son, and he called his name Solomon. He called his name Solomon.
And watch what Yahweh say.
And Yahweh loved him.
And Yahweh loved Solomon. That's right. He loved Solomon. Now you show me where he loved Paul, loved JC, get $1,000. Now I'm ready for comment and question. You never know how the Most High gonna be merciful. He tried, but it backfired. But he gave him another son by the same woman he committed adultery with, and he loved Solomon after that. Praise be the mighty Yah. Hallelujah! Now I'm ready for comment and question. Anybody got any comments or questions about Yahweh giving out heart attacks and strokes and curing diseases and everything? Any comment or questions, brothers and sisters? I'm ready for comment and questions. I'll put some scriptures up on the thing. Is this still working? Can y'all hear me? Ain't nobody saying nothing. I want to know if I'm still on air. Because I don't hear nobody saying nothing. Oh, okay. Everybody just scared to talk then. Okay. Okay, Harpo Polo. Everybody dumbfounded. Everybody scared to talk. Scared to comment now, huh? Okay. Ain't nobody got nothing to say? Okay, Flora said go to Deuteronomy 32 and 39. I think I read that, but we'll read it again, sister.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive.
You say what?
I kill and I make alive.
He what?
I kill and I make alive.
That's right, he kill.
I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So don't never tell me he love everybody. I don't never want to hear that lie that the Christians tell. God love everybody. He love everybody. You are everybody lie. You just told a lie. If he loved everybody, why did Noah have to build his ark? If he loved everybody, why did he destroy Sodom and Gomorrah? If he loved everybody, let me show you that. Okay, we got I got the book Enoch. Okay, Mark Gaines say need to read. Give me a pen and pencil and write this down because I ain't gonna remember. Let me see. Oh, yes. It said Enoch. Let me see. The book of Enoch. Chapter, let's see. Chapter 91, verse 103. Okay. All right, brother. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. Yeah. I might read it when I get off. I might read that. I think we got the book of Enoch here, don't we? You okay, I think I got it. I got it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got it. If not, I'll let you know. I think I got the book of Enoch though here. It's in one of my big Bibles. Do you think Adam confessed his sins? It don't say he did. The book never said nothing but corn. Okay, is it nothing but corn? Okay, Gabriel Ben Israel. No, I never saw what Adam confessed his sin. No, Jugga teacher. I see why TMS is hard on us because we too wicked and you can't tell us nothing, even if it was to save your life. That's right. That's right, Sister Jewel. Glad we hard headed now. We some hard headed, stiff necked people. Yeah, and we've been like that forever. But you got a remnant out here that's gonna love Yahweh and obey Him. You got a remnant. You always had a small amount of people that gonna serve Yah. Just wasn't no lot of. Yeah, very few people. Very few. Yeah. 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 Okay. Antonio being Yishael say go to Psalms 149 and 149, 1 through 9.
Psalms chapter 149, verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh, sing unto Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Elohim be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh.
That's right. Praise the mighty Yah. Who was that? Tonio. Yeah, Tonio being Israel. That's right. All facts, all true. Now Ron Tor said go to Ezekiel 3 and 4 through 7. Ezekiel 3, 4 through 7. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check. I don't know if I got the book of Jubilee. I have to see, but I think I know I got the book of Enoch. Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
They ain't gonna listen. Like Jules Gladys said, they ain't gonna listen. Read.
For they will not hearken unto me.
They ain't gonna listen.
For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
Stupid and dumb. All hard-headed. Say the whole house is hard-headed. We all have been hard-headed because we didn't know. The ones that don't know, and when they find out the truth, you're supposed to change. Like me, I found out, I changed. That's all. Yeah, that was corn. That's right. That sure was Ron Tour. That was corn, bro. Matter of fact, read that again.
And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel.
Go to the house of Israel.
And speak with my words unto them.
Tell them my words. That's what I do every Sabbath. I tell you, yeah, Yahweh words. I don't be talking about what Paul and James and Peter said. I say what Yahweh said. Read.
For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language.
I ain't coming to you speaking Puerto Rican, Japanese, and Swahili or another language. I'm speaking the same language y'all speak, English.
But to the house of Israel, not too many people of a hard speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand.
I ain't coming to you speaking Spanish, Turkey. I ain't speaking no other language. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying. Read.
Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee.
If I had sent you to the Chinese, they won't listen.
But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
But my own people will not study me. Now, everybody listen to their leaders but us.
For they will not hearken unto me.
They ain't going to listen to what Moses said, Jeremiah said, Ezekiel, and Isaiah, and the prophet. They ain't going to listen to them, but they going to listen to what Paul said. They're going to listen to what Timothy said and John. Read.
For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
All us hard-headed and impudent. That's right. But I always was an observer. I gave a person the benefit of the doubt. I listen to everybody. And then I throw away the garbage and keep the truth. Yeah. Oh, the Maccabees? Yeah. I think I read a long time ago. You ever read the book of the Maccabees?
I don't know.
I might start reading them other book. Make sense. They always quote Paul. Yeah, man. But who was Paul? Paul wasn't worth 2 dead flies in the eyes of Yah. Maybe he was somebody to somebody else, but in Yahweh eyes, Yahweh didn't send him. Yahweh never talked to him, never had a conversation with, never did nothing with Paul. He never came in the name of Yah. Paul didn't never come in the name of Yahweh. So Paul's words ain't worth 2 dead flies. What Paul has said ain't worth what the owl left on the rooftop. Ain't nothing. That's right. Paul ain't worth 2 dead flies. I'd rather have 2 dead flies on my table than see Paul come. And then the book tell you don't trust in no Paul. Hold on. Tell you what Paul. This is what it say about Paul and them right here. Go to Jeremiah 17 and 17 and 4.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
That's where we have in the land we know is not America.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Thus saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said, thus said Yahweh.
Cursed be the man that trusted in man.
Cursed be the man that trusted in Paul, Luke, John, Peter, JC, because they was men.
And make it flesh his arms.
And you depend on them.
And whose heart departed from Yahweh.
Because when you listen to Paul and Peter, your heart going to depart from Yahweh. So you ain't got no business listening to them. They ain't worth two dead flies.
For he shall
be. That's all I needed. That's right. Listen to Moses. Now, this is the last thing the Most High told us who to listen to. Go to Malachi. Now, this who Yahweh say listen to. This is the last book in the Old Testament, and let's see what Yahweh said. Go to Malachi 4 in the 4th verse. This is the last thing he told us right here.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 4.
Now listen to this. Let's see if Paul or Peter or John or JC name right there.
Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant.
He told us to remember Moses. He didn't tell us to remember no Paul, Luke, John, and them hillbillies over there. He said, remember who?
Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant.
Remember the law of Moses, my servant.
Which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel.
For all Israel.
With the statutes and judgments.
With the statutes and judgments. That's the last thing he told Malachi in this book. Remember Moses, my servant, who I talked to face, who I turned sister white for him, who I listened to when they made their golden calf. I hearkened to Moses' prayer, everything. Listen to him. Now show me what he did with JC and Paul. Who did he kill for Paul or JC? Who did he kill for them? Or who did he curse? That's all I needed. Isaiah, Ron Torres said go to Isaiah 2 and 22.
Isaiah chapter 2, verse 22. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted of?
That's right. He gonna be accounted and judged like you. He ain't no but a man. Since the difference between a prophet and a man. Paul wasn't no prophet. JC wasn't no prophet. A prophet is a man that the Almighty talked to, told what to do. Go to Chicago and give me a cake and bring it back. And that's why the Almighty talked to the prophet. He tell them what to do. He ain't told nobody in the New Testament to do nothing. Now Jim Fox on here, now you can get $1,000 for that New Testament. Show me what Yahweh had a relationship with anybody in the New Testament. Where he talked to anybody. Told him to go to the store and get a gallon of milk and bring it back. Anything. We supposed to be listening to what Moses said, not nobody else in no New Testament or no Quran. He never told us to listen to nobody else. That's when you so brainwashed, bamboozled, and hood. That's when your head is on backwards. Because you listen to the wrong people. The wrong somebody. Say Jubilee kills the New Testament. Okay. That's good. Say kill it. Yeah, I might have to check into it. Yeah. Yeah, like Jewel Gladys said, our people hate the truth, boy. They don't Ron Tour said go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 23 and 21 through 27. Jeremiah 23, verse 21 through 27. Let me see. Hold on before you read that. Although I have work to do, and I mourn for them that refuse to hear the truth of the Almighty Yah in these evil last days. Yeah, but you can't do nothing. All you got to do is keep on pushing.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 21. I have not sent these prophets,
Yet they ran.
Yet they ran. I have not spoken to them,
Yet they prophesied.
yet they prophesied.
That's right. And y'all might ain't talked to none of them people in the New Testament.
But if they had stood in my counsel,
But if they had stood in the counsel of Yahweh and told them about me,
and had caused my people to hear my words,
and you have called them to hear Yahweh's word,
then they should have turned them from their evil ways.
then they should have stopped going to church. Talking about they're a Baptist, a Catholic, a Presbyterian, a deacon, and all that junk. They would have stopped talking like that if they came in the name of Yah.
And from the evil of their doings,
going to church and being baptized and wearing crosses.
Am I a Elohim at hand, saith Yahweh, and not a Elohim afar off?
I ain't way over there in Russia. I'm right here.
Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him?
Can anybody hide from Yahweh? Nope.
Saith Yahweh, do not I fill heaven and earth?
Yahweh filled the whole world.
Saith Yahweh, I have heard what the prophet said.
I heard what the lying preachers, TD, Jason, Club, Dollar, and all the rest of them lying clowns.
That prophesies lies in my name.
They tell lies in my name. I seen the mountaintop. I did this. I did that. All the lies that they tell you in church. All Christians did lies. Read.
Saying, I have dreamed. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesies lies?
The prophesied lie tell you a lie. One day, hold hand in hand, and this and that and that and this. I seen the promised land. I've been on the mountaintop and this, that, and the other. Read.
Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own
heart. They telling you what's in their heart and not in Yahweh's heart. That's right. You popping corn, wrong to them.
Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams.
People gonna forget Yahweh's name because you teaching them about JC, Hamashiach, and Yahshua. That's when they forget Yahweh's name.
Which they tell every man to his neighbor.
Which you tell every man to his neighbor.
As their fathers have forgotten my name for false deity.
Have forgotten Yahweh's name for false deity. Because if you talk to a Christian and Muslim, all they gonna praise is JC and the Muslim God. That's all they gonna praise. That's it. And that's all. They go. You gotta, man. Listen, that was Corn that who said that. Run to it, yes sir. Okay, the daughter of Zion say go to Ezekiel 13, 1 through 23. Daughter of Zion. Ezekiel 13.
Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesied, and say thou unto them that prophesies out of their own hearts.
Out of their own heart, they telling you what they want you to know. Not out the book, out of their own heart.
Hear ye the word of Yahweh.
Hear the word of Yahweh.
Thus saith Yahweh Elohim, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit. And
the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit. They ain't got a spirit of Yahweh. They got their own spirit. Drunk, got a spirit of alcohol, dope, high.
And have seen nothing.
And you ain't seen nothing. They talking about they looking down from heaven on you. Girl, he's in heaven now looking down on us. You are a lie. She's in heaven looking down on us. You're telling another lie. Read.
O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert.
They slick. They like the foxes in the desert. They slick. They got to have that 10%.
Ye have not gone up into the gaps.
You ain't gone up into the gap to the people and told them the truth.
Neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of Yahweh.
You ain't told them how to fight. You ain't told them how to be protected when you finna go to war. You ain't teaching them that. I'm teaching them the law and statute and judgment. Somebody else got to teach them all that other stuff, because I can't do it all by myself. Read.
They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying,
Seen vanity and lying divination. I have seen this. I have done that. Ain't did nothing.
saying, Yahweh saith, and Yahweh have not sent them.
They gonna say Yahweh sent me, and Yahweh ain't never spoke to them or sent them. You got a lot of people talking about they didn't talk to the Most High. They had to come. I'm talking about today people. They telling a lie. The Almighty don't talk no more. He ain't talked to nobody in nowhere in the world. He talked to me last night. You will talk to me lie.
And they have made others to hope that they will confirm the word.
They make other people co-sign. Yes, man. Hey, girl, ain't he telling the truth? Yeah, he telling the truth. And he right. Hope other people to go on with the lie.
Have ye not seen a vain vision?
A vain vision. Ain't seen nothing but a vain vision.
And have ye not spoken a lying divination?
A lying divination.
Whereas ye say, Yahweh said it, albeit I have not spoken it.
You say Yahweh said it, but he ain't said it. That's right. When you say something in this book, just like they tried to say JC in the Old Testament, he was back in there. He was Isaiah 53. He's in Genesis. You a lie. Ain't none of that's true. All lies. Read.
Therefore thus saith Yahweh Elohim,
23.
because ye have spoken vanity.
Because you have spoken lies, vanity, stuff that ain't value, ain't worth two dead flies, you ain't spoken the truth.
And seen lies, therefore, behold, I am against you.
Yahweh said, I'm against all the preachers, because they lying.
Saith Yahweh Elohim.
Yahweh said he against them.
And my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies.
I'm going to knock their head off, give them a stroke and a heart attack, plague them.
They shall not be in the assembly of my people.
They ain't going to be with us over in the Holy Land. Because why? They lying to the people. They teaching about Christianity and Islam.
Neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel.
Ain't going to be written in the book. There you go. There's not. You Papa Coon who said that the daughter of Zion. You ain't going to be written in the book.
Neither shall they enter into the land of Israel.
You ain't going back home with us either.
And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Elohim.
And you going to know that Yahweh the one did it to you.
Because they have seduced my people, saying,
they have tricked Yahweh people.
Peace, and there was no peace.
Talking about peace, and ain't going to be no peace. Ain't going to be no peace till the Prince of Peace get here. And that's David.
And one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar. Say unto them which daub it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and ye, O great hailstones, shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it. Lo, when the wall is fallen, shall it not be said unto you, where is the dabbing wherewith ye have dabbed it? Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Elohim, I will even rend it with a stormy wind in my fury, and there shall be an overflowing shower in my anger, and great hailstones in my fury to consume it. So will I break down the wall that ye have dabbed with untempered mortar, and bring it to the ground, so that the foundation thereof shall be discovered, and it shall fall, and ye shall be consumed in the midst thereof. Ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Thus will I accomplish my wrath upon the wall, and upon them that have dabbed it with untempered mortar, and will say unto you, the wall is no more, neither they that dabbed it, to wit, the prophets of Israel with prophecy, which prophesies concerning Jerusalem, and which see visions of peace for her, and there is no peace, saith Yahweh Elohim. Likewise, thou son of man, set thy face against the daughters of my people, which prophesies out of their own heart, and prophesies thou against them.
Tell you out their own heart, not out the book, tell you out their own heart. Lies.
And say, thus saith Yahweh Elohim, woe to the women that sew pillows to all armholes, and make kerchiefs upon the head of every statue that hunt souls.
Now that's talking about the Catholic, the priest, Them nuns. That's talking about the Catholic priests and them nuns. That's talking about them nuns, them Catholic priests, nuns over there. Read.
Will ye hunt the souls of my people?
That's right. Them nuns do that.
And will ye save the souls alive that come unto you? And will ye pollute me among my people for handfuls of barley and for pieces of bread?
Give them something to eat. You do like the Salvation Army do. Salvation Army pass out food and do this and do that and come help you put your fire in there and all that and hand you that Christianity Islam. I mean that junk. That's how they do. Talking about the Salvation Army, how they do, how they trick you. Read.
To slay the souls that should not die, and to save the souls alive that should not live, by your lying to my people that hear your lies.
Lying to the people. Tell them that they're a Baptist, a Catholic, and the Presbyterian and Jehovah's Witness.
Wherefore thus saith Yahweh Elohim, behold, I am against your pillows, wherewith ye there hunt the souls to make them fly, and I will tear them from your arms, and will let the souls go, even the souls that ye hunt to make them fly. Your kerchiefs also will I tear, and deliver my people out of your hand.
Deliver your people out these churches, out these whole houses.
And they shall be no more in your hand to be hunted.
There ain't gonna be no more talking about they're a Baptist and a Christian.
And ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
And you're gonna know that Yahweh the one did it.
Because with lies ye have made the heart of the righteous sad.
What lies you made us sad by lying to us. We thought you was telling the truth, but all the time you were telling a lie.
Whom I have not made sad, and strengtheneth the hands of the wicked, that he should not return from his wicked way, by promising him life. Therefore ye shall see no more vanity, nor divine divinations.
Ain't gonna see it no more.
For I will deliver my people out of your hand, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
That's right. That's corn. That was daughter of Zion. Yeah, Jude Glenn say teach and what to do, and mean when I say you don't pray for the wicked, because we are wicked. And no, when you keeping the laws and commandments, statutes, and judgment, you ain't wicked at all. The righteous, you got the righteous and the wicked. The wicked is the one that disobey Yahweh, and the righteous is the one that obey Yahweh. No, so we ain't all wicked now. Yeah. We might do some stuff under the table that ain't right, but we don't break them laws, commandments, the statute and judgment. You know, you might smoke weed. You think that's wicked because you smoke weed? No. You might drink wine and drink a beer. That ain't wicked. Wicked is when you break the law on the Sabbath day. You do it on the Sabbath. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Yeah, everybody got some issues about what they do. But when he talk about perfect, he mean keep the commandments, laws, and statutes. And if you keeping them, you perfect and you righteous. So what, you smoke a cigarette? You just can't smoke it today. So what, you smoke weed? You can't smoke it today. So what, you want to smoke the pipe? That's your prerogative. Just don't smoke it the Sabbath day. You want to get drunk? Not on the Sabbath day. No, you ain't supposed to get drunk, but you can get tipsy, but not drunk. Yeah. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Yeah. Ain't no commandment in here say you can't smoke weed. Daughter of Zion said, go to 1 Samuel 15-22.
First Samuel chapter 15, verse 22.
That's right. Obedience is better than sacrifice. That's right. Read it.
And Samuel said, hath Yahweh as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices?
Do Almighty want us to give him a burnt offering and a sacrifice? No, he ain't studying that.
As in obeying the voice of Yahweh?
Which one you think Almighty want an offering and sacrifice? Or he wants you to obey his word?
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
To better obey the Most High than give a sacrifice. He ain't studying on sacrifices.
And to hearken than the fat of rams.
To hearken to Yahweh than fat of ram. He don't care nothing about no sacrifice. He wants you to obey his word and his law. You popping corn, daughter of Zion. That's right. Obedience is better than sacrifice. You're right, absolutely right. You better know it. Our obedience is our protection. The more you obey the Most High, the more you're gonna be protected. That's right. When you obey the Most High, he ain't gonna let nothing happen. Yeah. As long as you obeying the Most High, hey, you're gonna be all right. Yep, you're gonna be all right. Okay, daughters, I said go to Hosea 3 and 4. Hosea 3 and 4.
Hosea chapter 3, verse 4. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without teraphim.
That's right. Many days. We still dwelling many days without none of that. We ain't got none of that. That's right. But I'm gonna get ready to close out, brothers and sisters. I had a good time, and I hope everybody got some out of the lesson. That Yahweh give out strokes and heart attacks and all disease, and he'll take it away. Just like he give it, he'll take it away. Absolutely, he'll do that. Yeah. But yeah, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna get ready to close out. And I want to give all honor, glory, praise, the works of Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. And Mark Anthony, I'm going to get a chance to read the book of Enoch, chapter 91, verse 103. And you didn't give me nothing on Jubilee. Yeah. Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters.